Well, I've been working on a 1953 Ford pickup truck. Uh, I did some custom modifications on it
Hmm.
and some other stuff to it, and I had to modify the chassis of it. I put instead of a custom engine, there's three ways I could have made this truck. I could have made it stock, I could have made it custom, or I could have made a modified version. I'm trying to make a modified version of this vehicle, and I'm currently trying to do that. I got to mount bumper brackets on it, attach the chassis and the interior of the vehicle to the body of the vehicle, and I'm still working on the box of the truck. I put some fenders on it. I got to put a bumper on it, license plate light, and tail lights on it, and then I'm going to put welding tanks in it, tools, and I'm going to make it stepped out like a tow truck kind of deal. And it's got
Tell them how you're feeling today.
Huh?
Tell them how you're feeling today.
Really kind of rough today. My left shoulder is really achy. My right shoulder is really achy, and both of my knees ache. I was probably up 3 or 4 times last night because of the pain in my knees. I got physical therapy to go to tomorrow, and according to my physical therapist, looks like I'm going to be in my sling for another 3 weeks until the surgeon thinks that area of my shoulder is healed up enough.
Do you want to tell them about Bible study yesterday, what you learned?
Well, I went to Bible study yesterday, and we learned more about the Bible and learned about what happens to you when you die.
Do you want to tell them what most people believe that happens?
Well, a lot of people believe that you might come back, but in reality, once you die, you go in the ground and that's it.
No, do you want to tell them what happens when you're in the ground? You just
you go
sleep,
for
basically.
a deep sleep, and you're gonna stay there until Jesus Christ comes back the second time, and then when he brings you up, then he's going to judge you.
If you're righteous, he'll bring you up and tell him what happens if you're righteous to your body.
If you're righteous in your body, then
you get like in Highlander, what happens?
Yeah, right.
No,
you
explain
it. Immortal.
Yeah, and if you're not righteous, what happens, babe?
You go to the lake of fire.
No, after you've been judged, you...
And then you burn for every sin that you committed.
Well, first you burn for every... Well, no, you basically turn into ash, and then after 10,000 years, then Jesus comes back, and then you get thrown in the lake of fire. It's 10,000 years of, you being tortured, and you wish you could die, and then... after 10,000 years, then Jesus comes back, and the people will, burn for their sins they've committed, and then they'll turn into ash. There'll be no more. Basically, is what will happen.
So that's
and Georgie Bear doesn't like that. But, are you going to tell him you're still learning?
I'm still learning about that. I already predicted. I know exactly where I'm going.
But you're not sure.
But I'm not sure because I've committed a lot of sins in my time.
But tell them what God does. Just because you're a bad person, He's still what?
He still forgives people for their sins.
He gives you... It starts with a G, babe.
No, it gives you
starts
a
with
chance.
No, it starts with a G. Ends with an E.
Ends with an E?
Yeah.
Damn.
No, it starts with a G and ends with an E.
Starts with a G.
Okay, what did Jesus die for?
Our sins.
Okay, but why did He die for our sins? I mean, could you, because of your sin in your life, Could you die for everybody on a cross?
No,
But so Jesus,
did.
but Jesus died. Why?
he died.
Because he was what? Did he sin ever?
No,
So that's why he could die, right, on the
He-
cross.
yeah.
But
That's the
he,
only reason
but
he-
why did he die on the cross besides for our sins?
for us to know there's a resurrection after the death. And that eventually, that Jesus, after he died, would be resurrected after 3 days. And then he'll go to heaven.
Well,
Eventually, that's where we'll go if we've been good people and we've been.
well, after the Jesus' second coming, not when you die, you don't go up
Because-
to heaven.
Because right now we're supposed to be at that point where we're supposed to be teaching other people about the way, the word, the gospel of Jesus.
Well, the gospel, well, the way of Jesus, not
And the reality is, not everybody wants to know this.
no.
I know a person that probably would reject it completely, and it would be my friend Walter. He completely rejects it.
Tell the viewers why that happens.
He rejects it because he don't think the Sabbath falls on a Saturday.
No.
Most people believe that.
What
it
what
falls
does
on a
Jesus
Sunday.
call the people that aren't saved? They're like lost.
Yeah,
What? They're like lost sheep.
lost sheep.
Yeah, because they choose to live their life, and they don't understand what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah, it's just like when Jesus was on the cross, and he told his Father, "Forgive them. This is for they know not what they do."
Do you want me to stop it?
So
do you wanna
I'll
keep
talk
talking?
to you guys later. Have a good day and keep subscribing. Bye.